Alright, I got Madden 10 here, another video that really shows that this game is dictated by animations, and when those animations aren't enough, the game will pretty much do whatever it has to do to ensure that the outcome it wants, whether that's for or against you, gets played out. This is an example that shows kind of several odd things that happen, and to me really deem themselves as unacceptable gameplay, particularly from a game that was marketed as if you see it on Sunday in a company that uses the slogan if it's in the game. So what we've got here is a touchdown pass to Steven Jackson. This is my ultimate team. Really doesn't matter who my players are. Most of them I haven't heard of anyway. The game is going to do this whether I've got a team full of attribute rated 90s or attribute rated 60s. It's just the way it is. So the first thing you want to look at is Martin, my defensive end, and the motion shifting that occurs here. And I know it's a little subtle, as all these motion shifts are, but naturally, contrary to popular belief, I wouldn't stage a video, nor would I ever run away from a quarterback trying to get a sack in a game, regardless of what game that is. You can see the odd things and the odd movements your player makes when the computer takes control of your player more than you do. And you'll see the motion shifting that occurs as my player moves his leg, or moves his body, but not his legs. And you can see there the jersey kind of twists. And then he does this fall down. This isn't really a tackle. It's just kind of like he collapses. So you'll see that I don't really lose control of him until I take control of this linebacker, because I really can't believe that my defensive end is laying at the feet of Mark Bulger. Now, the pass is thrown out to Steven Jackson, and you'll see he makes this catch, and my linebacker is about 10 feet from him when it happens. Now, in actual football, Steven Jackson has to secure this pass and has to turn and go upfield. 9 times out of 10, that linebacker is going to make this tackle, and the play is going to stop right there. However, in Madden, you can see that the motion shifting starts to occur in Steven Jackson's feet to push him out of the way. At this point, I take control of the linebacker, and I eventually over-pursue out of the play. So now we're going to go up here, go to one of my defensive backs as he looks to engage Steven Jackson. At this point, I'm just doing a regular tackle. I just want to get the play done. So I go do a normal tackle. Steven Jackson kind of trucks me. Okay, it's acceptable. Here comes another linebacker in, going to do the same thing. Okay, fine. Now ProTac has started. Not a problem. I take control of another linebacker. I'm going to come in and I'm going to aid in ProTac. So now I'm going to have 3 Bills trying to tackle Steven Jackson. Instead, I kind of just fall off. The same instant, Steven Jackson rolls and turns out of the grasp of 2 Bills. Now, the intriguing thing is the actions of Randy McMichael, because this, to me, is very odd programming. He runs up, he's watching the ProTac engage, he runs to the right, he spins around, he runs back to the left, he pushes a player in the back, and then they proceed to take off down the field. Now, my final shot comes right here on my safety. I'm going to come down, I'm going to tackle. ProTac is going to engage again. You can see a little motion shifting on Steven Jackson has to occur, a little run in place there for him to start to get the ProTac animation. But here's where the real fun stuff comes in. At the 50-yard line, both McMichael and, I think this is Avery, actually I take that back, it's Burton, start celebrating. I've never seen offensive players celebrate a touchdown on the 50-yard line. But, just to add to the mystery, you'll see Randy McMichael starts to do some weird contorting all of a sudden, shortly after he starts celebrating. You see there, he starts to kind of twitch and convulse, and he's looking at the sideline, he runs backwards. Is it any just mere coincidence that he becomes the only player at the tail end of this play to make a block in the back after doing all that contorting? I really have to ask myself, does this stop in a celebration and contortion twitch that you see here have anything to do with the fact that he is the one that in fact blocks number 30 when 2 linemen could have easily stepped in front of him and done that themselves? So another quick example, not really quick, about 5 minutes long, but this game dictating itself with time shifting, motion shifting, whatever you want to call it, and really it doesn't matter who my team is or who I'm going against or what the skill level is. The fact that the game will go to this length to ensure that the outcome it wants is achieved, rather than allowing the user to dictate things with tackles and stick skills, quote-unquote, which I've already several times debated actually being a skill. The fact that the game will go above and beyond regular gameplay and modify your player's position on the field to ensure that its outcome gets delivered is something that I don't think a lot of people want in a football game, particularly one that's not going to sell itself as a simulation and as a realistic game.